Hey guys! Today I'm going to take you on an adventure in bullet journaling. I have recently been setting up my brand new research journal based on the bullet journal system. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I've been doing and some of the research specific and planning specific spreads that I've done. So come on! Let's start with the basics. What I've got to put my journals together. I've got 4 pens, you can see. This is my everyday writing pen. It's a Parker fountain pen. I use a dark blue, very dark blue ink in it with a refillable cartridge. I do all my writing with this. I have a mechanical pencil and I have 2 black pens. One Uniball gel ink, I think it must be, and one Pilot V7 high tech point. I'm going to get rid of both of these pens and get a fiber tip fine liner because these pens smudge a bit, and an eraser. I have a very cheap geometry set with a ruler, a protractor and 2 triangles. I have a set of coloured fiber tip textures, and I have some washi tape, which is sort of a paper fiber tape. It's matte, you can write on it, and you can see it's not very thick at all. But the most important thing I have, let's just get all of those out of the way. The most important thing I have is this. This is my research journal. I am a very brand loyal notebook buyer. I use the medium size Leuchtturm 1917. This is the hardcover. For my research notes, I use a soft cover Leuchtturm. These are great books. They are really great. These are 145 by 210 millimeter. That's the medium size. They also come in a pocket and a large size. The hardcover has 249 pages. The softcover has 121 pages. And they are 80 GSM acid-free ink-proof paper. And that means your fountain pen is not going to bleed through to the next page. The lines are 6 millimeter lines. I use lined notebooks for my research notes. And you can see they're very faint lines. And the dots is a 5 millimeter grid. They are, in comparison to, I guess, the most popular or well-known notebook, the Moleskine of the same size. You can see that they are the same height, but they are slightly thicker, wider, I should say. Like the Moleskines, the softcover has 1 page marker. The hardcover has 2 page markers, which is really great for a research journal. The other features that these books have is a printed index. You get several pages of index, and all the pages are pre-numbered. This is something that I really dislike about the Moleskines, is having to go through and number my pages. The lined version has a date section on the top of every page, but the dot rule does not have that. You might not even be able to see that this is a dot rule. It's a dot grid. Like the Moleskines, they have a pocket in the back. The Leuchtturms have a slightly bigger pocket, and you can get a stick-on pen loop. I don't use one, but they're not very expensive. They're a couple of pounds. So let's get into my notebook. So you can see I've filled in a few things on the index, and I'm going to take you through these first 11 pages. So I have my key, and this is how I signify actionable tasks. So you can see I've got tasks with a dot inside started, half coloured in progress, complete, all the way down to my little light bulb for ideas, and a reference box with an R in for signifying a reference. And then we come to the future log. This is a plan of the next 6 months where I can write in big things which are coming up that I need to remember. So you can see for July, I've got my holiday to Florence, which I'm very excited about. And on the 29th is the Classics and Feminist Pedagogy Day, which is going to be amazing. And in each one of these, I have a actionable task box next to CV line. This is to remind me to, following Dr. Karen from the Professor is In's advice, to add a meaningful line to your CV every month. So this is to remind me to do that. And then we flip over, and the next spread, my first big main spread, is my research pipeline. This is based on an article that the lovely Freya pointed out to me from Chronicle Vitae. I'll link to that below. And I have modified it for my own purposes. I'm not exactly sure how this will go, this pipeline will go, but that's the great thing about the bullet journal system is if something doesn't work for you, you can just start a new spread and not go back to this layout. So you can see what I've got here is these are the projects. I've only really filled out the first one. This is the article that I have been working on most solidly, you can see. And we go through idea, plan, proposal, ancient data and scholarship, first draft, second draft, comments. That's comments that I have personally solicited from other academics or peers or at conferences or anything like that. And then the final draft before submission. Once it's submitted, it's in review. You get the revisions back, you submit it back into review, and then hopefully it's done. A part of the point of this pipeline is so that you can see where you are getting clogged up, where your project stopped. Do you have heaps of great ideas that get to plan and proposal but sort of never get into full draft stages? Do you have lots of first or second drafts that never take that final step into being submittable manuscripts? And to help you kind of unclog your pipeline. So then the next spread that I have is goals. So I have 1, 3, 5-year goals, professional goals and personal goals. And my reminder to make my goals SMART. That is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and timely. And then I've got my writing log. I prefer to log my writing in time rather than words. I find if I set myself word targets, I end up writing rubbish. So I would rather go for spending 20 minutes of writing a small amount, but that's at least usable, than making sure I write 1,000 words and having to cut 980 of them. And then we move into my weekly spread. I'm not quite sure about this spread now that I've put it out. I like the general setup. So I've got Monday through Friday and Saturday, Sunday, where I can kind of block out. You can see I've blocked out all of Friday from 9:30 to 5 p.m. and put in little notes. I've got a to-do list and a small notes section, upcoming due dates, and this is my tracker. And I have write, so I write every day. I'm going to track when I write, I guess is the point. And reading for fun, not work. And trying to be in bed before 10:30. I failed at that yesterday. And then the last 2 pages that I want to show you is my reading log. This will be very simple. Date, the project that the reading pertains to, and then a reference. I actually am going to put another column in here to link to where those notes are. So I can say P1, that's project book 1, pages 63 to 76, Osborne, 1987. So that can go in there. And then I know exactly where those notes are. And then this is not quite finished yet. You can see I have not finished the dot grid on it, is my Gantt chart. So these won't be full projects. These will be specific tasks, i.e. literature review for article A, or analysis of text B. And then I will put in just shade out where I'm planning to do those. And these are a half monthly breakdown from the 1st of August this year to the end of October next year. So this is August 1 to 15, 16 to 31, September 1 to 15, 16 to 30, and on and on. So that is where I'm at the moment with my research journal. I will check back in with you in a couple of weeks and let you know how I'm getting on with it. In the meantime, I will be posting to a special research journal Instagram about how I'm getting on with this experiment. And if you would like to send me pictures of your notebooks to put on that Instagram, I would very greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, I will leave it there. If you have any specific questions or suggestions for bullet journal spreads you think I might be interested in, or have anything else that you would like to chat about on bullet journals or research journals, please leave comments below, or you can get me on Twitter. I'm at Ellie Mackin. And otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye!